The King reads comments. Alrighty, guys and gals, what's going on, everybody? It's Big E here from the King's Room is the background that we have. That's right. It's comment reading time. Once again, I got to get caught up. Now, I responded via the keyboard quite a bit, but there's still a lot for me to get caught up on here, so let's jump right into it. Here we go. Yeah. Move my big fat ass over this way a little bit so you can see this stuff, if anybody cares to see that stuff. Here we go. This is from 2 days ago. The Iron Man Challenge, episode 164. Mr. Bill Willis, longtime member of my channel, OG on the channel, good friend of mine. How's it going, Bill? He says, it looks like the only place in Classic to get a 10-slot white text ammo bag is from the quest Viren's Revenge in Loch Madan, where you killed the bear Old Sooty. My friend, I actually remembered about this quest, and I did it. Actually did it off camera, but in one of the upcoming episodes, might be the episode that came out today, I talked about how I remembered it. I went back and did it off camera. What you have to do is talk to, what you call him, Daryl at the hunting lodge, the Far Strider Lodge, I think it's called, Loch Madan. You kill the buzzards for them, then you kill the elder boars. That leads to killing the elite bear, Old Sooty. You take it back, show the woman the head, and then you get the awesome 10 slaughter, and we did pick it up. Thanks for letting me know, Bill. I appreciate that, man. This is on Saved by Grace. Grats on level 56. Well, thank you very much. We went through the tunnel on episode 163 there. Yes, we did. Bill Willis on the Goblin Priest, episode 4. Archaeology is good for getting cosmetics like the skeletal raptor mount. Yes, it is. I got that in retail during something. I think the Pandas release. But what's amazing... I'm sorry, guys. I just woke up. Yeah. I just got out of bed. But what it's amazing for is leveling. Each time you find a piece, it's like turning in a quest. It's that much. Wow, I didn't know that. Inscription has always been meh if you're looking to make gold, but nice if you want to make your own glyphs. Selling them is not as great because in Kata, now once you have a glyph, it's permanently in your inventory. In Lich King, every time you respect a glyph, you had to rebuy it. So it was better back then. Yeah, I wasn't really sure about the professions. So that's good to know. Did I pick up? I think I may have picked it up. I'll just drop it, I guess. We'll go something else. This is Cynics in response. Says, man, I spent over 300 hours in Kata pre-patch and early Kata farming the Zinrock sword for my warrior. Over 1,500 solves in total before I got it. Honestly, archaeology is the worst profession to ever be added, and see why they got rid of it. And I see why they got rid of it. Oh, I didn't actually know they got rid of it. Having items be locked purely behind RNG isn't fun when you have done it 1,000 times. I do agree about that crap, man. I was talking about this with drop rates too. There should be some kind of pity timer involved. If you're trying to farm an item off a mob from a quest, or if you're doing something profession, like, I get it. There's a random chance to get something or whatever. But, dude, if you've killed 100 effing things, it drops the next kill. There needs to be something in place like that because it is not fun. And that is a shit ton. 300 hours? Holy crap, Cynics. That's a lot, man. I have no idea what that sword is, though. That's because I don't know anything about the game. This is Bill on the Goblin Priest. In Shadowfang Keep, each boss is a quest, and the quest turn in is after the boss. So he's told me this like 12 times. But I never remember. Notice at 3555, a couple of your party stayed back. They were turning in the quest with inscription. Look at the pigments in your inscription book, and you'll notice ivory ink can come from Peace Bloom, Silverleaf, and Earthroot. Thank you for that. It's always the same pigment, so always pick the cheapest herb. You'll see each pigment has like 4 to 5 herbs that can make it. Pick the cheapest, and if you get the herbalism, sell the expensive ones to buy the cheap ones. The ink trader only works with the highest level. Okay, good to know. So Cataclysm inks, so that high-level players don't have to farm low-level herbs. They can trade the highest-level ink for any ink. This is a great strategy near the end of an expansion because the ink you trade shifts up to the new high level. Trade all your inks before it changes. That sounds complicated as balls. I'm dropping the one that I picked up. Thanks for all that information. I won't retain it. But I did find out about how the certain ones will drop the certain ink. And yeah. See, I've already mastered that pretty much, Bill. Thank you for letting me know that and typing all that in. I appreciate it. This is Cynics on the Goblin. Most professions are pretty equal in Cataclysm. However, engineering and tailoring are the best for casters. Okay? Engineering and tailoring. Okay? Mainly for raiding due to engineering rocket belt enchant, but alchemy is also decent at max level due to a trinket that gives you 40% more mana when you use a mana pot. Just pick whichever ones you want. That's cool. All right. Engineering and tailoring. Well, I've literally just picked up the new profession, and so I probably will just drop it then. But I've never really paid much attention to professions, except for early game stuff. But I've never taken them to max level, and I've never done anything like crafting something rating level. So yeah, I was asking which professions would be best here. This is on the Goblin Priest. This is David Nelson. I've noticed if you hang around in dungeons for a little while, as folks are leaving, sometimes unclaimed greed items will come to you. I think that's true. Maybe I need to be hanging out after everybody leaves, which is pretty much almost instantly. Thanks for letting me know, Dave. All right, I've checked. Going to buy this game for myself as well. Once it's a bit cheaper again, we'll have to set up all the mods and tweaks as well, but that's okay. This is Jamie. This is Jamie. He gifted me City Skylines 2. Surprise, surprise. How you doing, Jamie? I hope you're doing well, man. Thank you so much for this. There is a shift in this neighborhood we're building, and you'll find out when the next episode comes out. It was actually supposed to come out today. On the 16th. It might be the 17th by the time this video comes out. I'm going to start releasing City Skylines every other day because I'm having so much fun with it. So it's going to be coming out on the same days that Fright Night comes out on. Fright Night comes out. There's one coming out on the 18th tomorrow night, and then the 20th every other day. And so I'm going to put that in the 11 a.m. slot. So 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and then Fright Night, 7 p.m. I think I can handle it. We'll see. But, yeah, there's a big shift coming. Because I'm good. Cynics, man, that's some dedication from level 1 weapon skill and all that traveling for such a small upgrade. I know. I had people saying, like, dude, are you insane? The gun that we switched over to is a 0.8 DPS upgrade. I would have said F that. Could be different between life and the difference between life and death. But honestly, it's the small things like that that make the vanilla WoW the way that it is. All the work and little upgrades makes it feel a lot better in the end. Yeah, it actually wasn't that bad. I mean, I knew the quest to get the ammo slot would take 10 minutes, right? Because I was such a high level. Blew through there. Got it. And then leveling the weapon skill, it took like an episode essentially. But it doesn't take that long before you can actually start hitting with the weapon. You're not doing the most DPS you can do with it, but it actually wasn't as bad as it might seem, like, really. I mean, within 2 episodes, the weapon skill is now leveled up, I believe. So, but yeah, it was, I had a lot of people like, what are you doing, man? This is on the Night Elf, episode 164. I don't think first aid can remove disease, only poisons. Oh, yeah, I was talking about that. There's a thing I can learn. Is it poisons? Oh, you might be right. Yeah, I think you are right. However, purification potion can be used at level 47. It's a BOE white potion made from alchemists, although I'm not sure if it's allowed in the Iron Man. It would not be allowed simply because it's not, I would classify it as health pot, armor pot, those type of things. Do they show up as green? I don't actually know what the text is, but even if it was white, I wouldn't be able to use it. But that's cool to know. I didn't know that. You can get them off the auction house. There's anything that removes just about anything from you. Super helpful if you can remove them yourself. It would be super helpful. Here's the purification potion. Potion is item level 57. It requires 47 attempts to remove one curse, disease, or poison from the imbiber. I like that word, imbiber. Imbiber? It's the imbiber. Thanks, Cynics. I appreciate it, man. I will look, but no, I'm not going to look because it wouldn't be allowed, even if it's white. Yeah. This is Mr. Glenn Gransiver. I'll take a pad, Big E. This is on City Skylines. It's going to happen. I've got a list right here that I'm writing down names, whoever wants to live in the neighborhood. I'd love to have a place. Don't care what it looks like. I'm sure you'll choose something good. Dash. Consider it done. Get you a pad, brother. Uh-huh. Because that's the way, he likes it. This is Shirties on episode 158, Iron Man Challenge. I do alternate day fasting. I'll fast for 42 hours. Damn. Eat for 30 minutes. Fast for 6 hours. Eat for 30 minutes and back to 40 hours and repeat. I only drink water and black coffee, but I eat whatever I want. I'm down to 80 pounds. Oh, down 80 pounds. I still have 50 to go. Keep it up. Works really, really well. That is pretty interesting. That's a long fast, and that is a long time to eat, 30 minutes. Whatever's working for you, man. Just stay hydrated if you're doing stuff like that. Pretty interesting. I've never heard of a fast like that. If I was fasting like that, I would just eat until I was full. I don't think I would try to eat for like 30 minutes, but I still would try to make healthier choices during that eating time. That's interesting, man. If it's working for you, it's working, brother. Rock on. This is David Nelson on the Goblin Priest. I have inscription on one of my tunes, and I don't like it one bit. You have to pair it with herbalism or buy the herbs. If you're going to use a lot of scrolls, then maybe. I also find that far too often I don't have the right level for a useful glyph. The minor glyphs are a pain in the neck to learn because there's a cooldown, and you can only learn one per day. So I am dropping inscription, 100%. Thanks for letting me know this stuff, guys. I appreciate it. What is this? I macro herbs into a single button. Cast milling, use 4 and 14. Change 14 to the last slot of your fourth bag, and you can just move whatever you want to that slot for milling. So I understand this, that the slots have the numbers. Alternatively, cast milling, use XYZ. When you change XYZ, you have a bunch of the same herbs to grind of the same kind. Thank you for that macro. I appreciate that. Probably will just end up dropping this. But yeah, the milling thing, you have to click the button and then look for the thing and click it. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So having a macro would be nice. This is Touch Me Nancy, City Skylines 2, Episode 1. Should make a trailer park called Sunnyvale Trainer Park. Trailer Park Boys reference. I'll live there because I can't handle big mansions. Damn bills. Drew, you're in, brother. You get what you want. Do you want a trailer park? You've got it. Absolutely, 100%. That's funny, man. I've seen bits and pieces of the Trailer Park Boys, mostly memes and stuff, but I've never watched it. But I know it's like this classic, legendary show from Canada. Interesting. But I know like all of those guys, and I know a couple of the famous lines and stuff. This is the Pursuer on Miss Baker, Resident Evil 7, Episode 4. Did you discard any of the antique coins? I think I discarded one when I was having an inventory problem. This is before I knew how much I needed them, which really sucks. I don't think I discarded more than that. What probably happened is I haven't found some of them yet in that damn house. but I'm going out of my way to search every nook and cranny now to find whatever I can. Somebody also told me that the bobbleheads that I've been breaking, they actually will come into play at some point in the game. It's very cool. But yeah, those coins, man, I need them. Also, I messed up too because I wasted, well, I didn't waste the coin, but I used 5 of them to get another thing. I think I was greedy. If I had waited, I would have the 44 Magnum right now, and I'm assuming that's a decent gun. So, great episode, Biggie. Thank you, Pursuer. Appreciate it, man. This is on the Goblin Priest. Shirties. During the first boss of Shadowfang Keep, Baron Ashbury, he will cast Asphyxiation, putting everyone at 1 HP, but then he casts Stay of Execution. As long as no one interrupts it, it'll heal everyone back up. Cynics actually told me this too. I think it was Cynics. I never actually knew that. And I know over the years I have interrupted. Healers love it when you do that. The first time this happened on this goblin, somebody died because I think it got interrupted. And it might have been me that did it. I had no idea he did that. That's very good to know. That's a really scary thing that happens to you in that dungeon. Oh, this is a new person, I think. Stephen Peterson. How you doing? If you're new, welcome. Considering you mainly do dungeons, you really should choose professions that suits the style of play. I would go with enchanting and tailoring. Thank you very much for that. Sounds good. Maybe I will. We'll see what we do. I don't even know if I just was kind of bored. Like, I should get a profession for the priest here, but I don't even really know if I'd pay attention to it. But I do agree, getting something that fits your style of play. That's the same way I play Hunter with picking my pet and things like that. Thank you very much for the comment. Good to see you. I hope you stick around. This is on the Goblin Priest. Rage normalization was also added in Cataclysm for both druids and warriors. I believe it affects damage taken as the following. Rage from damage taken will no longer be based on a standard creature of the character's level, but instead will be based on the health of the warrior or druid. Again, there's a constant that is multiplied by the rage generated in order to allow for fine-tuning. Specifically for absorbs. I'm already confused. This calculation ignores all damage reduction for armor, absorption, avoidance, block, or similar mechanics, so improving your gear will not reduce rage gained. So bubbling druids and warriors should no longer affect the rage generation, as the new calculation takes into effect absorb damage when giving rage from damage taken in Kata. You guys are experts. Jesus. I was curious about this, and I actually thought that it had been changed because I have been bubbling the druids and I've bubbled some warriors, and it didn't really seem, as far as I could tell, rage was still occurring even though they're bubbled. So that's very good to know. Bubble for me as a holy priest is pretty, I would say it's vital. I almost exclusively use bubble, the power word shield, and then my heal over time. I can't remember what it's called. Very rarely am I flash healing, though, every once in a while. Thanks for letting me know, Cynics. You guys are awesome, man. I mean, when you let me know something, you guys really let me know. You're like, yeah, we're trying to teach you. It's not going to work. It's not getting in here. What, are you out of your mind? This is Jamie on Miss Baker. Those insects are nasty. Yeah, they are. Man, she was pretty tough. The boss fights in this game are tough, for sure. The chainsaw dude, holy crap. I actually rage quit and did a little cutscene and came back in, but I was like, F this, man. It just wasn't working. She was more annoying than she was challenging. And I think there's a specific place you have to shoot her. And it's pretty obvious, I think, because she does this thing where she's standing up and she's bending over and all this. But she also has the bugs that come for you. And those things are just, like he says, they're really nasty and annoying here. Oh, this is Baron Bokaj. Bokaj, I'm sorry if I've just ruined your name. I'm just going to call you Baron. I've seen this guy many times. How are you doing, sir? Good to see you again. You can't do the Verde Elixir quest chain on HC server, as you have to die to be able to talk to the ghost. Yeah, this is I wasn't going to do the last part of that, but I think they actually changed this. Saved by Grace says incorrect. AC server is the only server a hardcore player can actually do it. Okay. Yeah, I think somebody had mentioned this on the Troll Hunter we did, that you can actually do the quest. And Reptile 797, how are you, Reptile? I like the insane kitty face. The quest is different on AC servers. So then thanks for letting me know. I'm going to trust you guys and I'll do the quest. And then Baron replies, thanks. Good to know. I'm currently playing a Dwarven Hunter on an HC server. Baron, I'm interested how you're doing. If you're doing, are you just doing like the standard permadeath challenge? What level are you? Let me know if you want to. I'd love to know, man. And if you don't mind, this is going to sound like I'm baiting you for a comment, but I'm not. I actually can't see. I don't get a notification if you reply to something I've already replied to. If you leave a new comment on the Iron Man, if you want to, I would be curious to know how you're doing, how far you've gotten. I'm interested in things like that. This is my girlfriend, Nimue, right here. She doesn't know that she is. Exploring the castle. You really had luck with those doors because you had to freeze or arresto them on the sign that is on the door, and you had to look behind the out-of-order toilet, the one with the lock. There is a demiguise there. Also check the ramparts around the castle. Behind a locked door, there's also one. I'm currently looking. Oh, yeah. I'm looking for demiguises, and there's an episode coming up where we do more exploring, where I'm really trying to get them, because when I complete this quest, I get level 3 Aloha Morha, the unlocking thing where you can break into people's homes and steal their prized possessions. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I guess I did get lucky on the swinging pendulum. Oh, the doors. Yeah, that's part of the pendulum. There's actually tells you how to do it if you look up, but I didn't actually see that. I was watching the pendulum and either looking at the door to see when it started to move, or listening for the sound and then freezing the door to get through there. Thanks, Nimue. And thank you for all your support on the Hogwarts. I hope you're still enjoying it. This is Medicine Man. This is user LP9GD5D8D8F. Sadie, my lady. This is a big commenter on my Red Dead. Sadie is my lady. Yeah, Sadie's good, man. I like Sadie. I'm interested. I have a feeling I will end up getting, like, riding off into the sunset with Sadie. That's what I'm kind of hoping is going to happen. When Arthur meets up with the nun, it brings tears to my eyes. I got to be honest, I didn't cry on camera, but there was a little water in my eye during that scene. It was very well done. It really was, which was a little strange because I felt like we didn't really, I think that made it more powerful. We didn't really know her that well. It was just kind of like these two strangers having this kind of moment at a train station. It was very well done, man. You weren't alone there either. I was just trying not to cry on camera. JWP NC1. Look at this, 2 months member right here. Sons of the Forest Immersive Episode 2. Not a hunter. Okay, LOL. I must have said something in the game. There's no timestamp, but I'm not sure. I'm probably making a WoW reference. Low-key WoW reference, and he's probably picked up on it there. Well played, sir. The Iron Man Challenge Night Elf Hunter episode 165. Look at this thumbnail. This guy's a legend. You can do the Verde Elixir quest on the HC server. It has been changed to not kill you, but rather give you a debuff showing you as a ghost. Ooh. It has massive XP and very worth doing. I've done it 3 times on official HC server and 0 times off the server. Thank you guys for letting me know this. I am going to do it. Massive XP is right up my alley. I need that. Thank you, Grace. Appreciate it. This is on episode 164. The Chillwind flying things share aggro with bears. Yeah, man. I found this out. Is this the episode? I might have mentioned it. So anything else you're doing in the game, as far as I knew, if you're fighting 2 different types of things, even if they're standing right beside each other, you can shoot one thing, only that thing will come. It doesn't aggro the other thing. Now when we were in Searing Gorge, there was an elite dragon flying around. And there's also the small dragon whelplings, which I was fighting. Now, it didn't occur to me that they might be linked, but those are linked. If you shoot the dragon whelpling, it will aggro that other dragon, I guess because they're both dragonkin. But I was fighting a bear, or it was the other way around, or the chillwind things, and it aggroed the bear, or the bear aggroed the chillwind. I was not expecting that. That's good to know. Things like this are good to know when you're doing a hardcore challenge. It changes the way that you pull stuff, and you're a little bit more careful. But thanks for letting me know there. It's strange to me that happens. This is Saved by Grace, episode 165. Rexar will not attack even though he shows red. I've been told this before, but I had forgotten. He just makes me so effing nervous, man. That being said, recently a warrior was killed by him because he had used a shout fighting a mob, and Rexar was too close and aggroed. He doesn't even attack on normal classic server unless an AoE ability is used too close to him. Good to know. Very good to know. But, dude, every time I see this damn thing, he can be, and he pats, is it just 2 zones? Decimus down into Feralus. I think it's just between those 2. But man, you see him coming as a Skull Elite mob with Misha, the bear, as a Skull Elite mob. I'm just going to avoid him, but it's good to know. This is Jamie on Exploring the Castle. I like that new channel member shout out. I think he's referring to Lebanese or Scrooge here. I'm expecting comments up here. We'll get to it. If not, I will tell you guys about it. This is Cynics, episode 27. Warrior can break fear with Berserker Rage ability. Can I? You can also break and become immune to fear with Death Wish. Also, try staying in Berserker stance the whole time and using that intercept ability to charge instead and see how you like it. It can be used in combat, but requires rage. I'm such a noob, man. I'm playing Warrior the worst. I really am. Thanks for letting me know this. I think I was using Berserker stance for a while, and the only reason I switched out of it was because I couldn't charge with it. But if intercept works, I'll use that. I thought intercept was I thought it was a tank thing in my mind where I like rush to the aid of somebody or something. I don't know. I'm going to look into it. Thanks, Cynics. Appreciate it, man. That blue sword that dropped, Jang Thrace. What? That dropped? On this run? It's one of the 2 rare swords that drop from Zul'Farrak. Yeah, they can combine to make an epic weapon. The drop chance is under 2%, and when you have both Jang Thrace and Sang Thrace, you combine them to make the epic Soul Thrace. I can't believe that dropped, man. I didn't even look at the name of it. The Lasher, which has 47 DPS and a 3.6 speed with shadow damage over time effect. It's just a super rare weapon and with a 1% drop rate for the 2. It looks super cool with an unholy green orb that floats around it. I think it's a one-hander too, isn't it? Man, good God, I didn't even know it dropped. I'm so used to just looking to see if it's an upgrade with my add-on. I can't believe. I wonder who, surely people needed that thing. Wow, thanks for letting me know, man. I had no idea. The Pursuer says, I have them both on my Night Elf Rogue on Classic. A friend helped me farmed. I love them so much. So you can dual wield these? If it's one-hander, I bet you can. That must take a long time to get both of those. That's interesting. Holy moly. I need to pay attention. David Nelson, there is an item to pick up for that Dire Maul quest. Looks like a basket. It's located near the bonfire at 627. This is the ogre tanner suit or something that I couldn't figure out how to do. The issue is only 1 spawns per dungeon when you use Group Finder. I believe more can spawn if you make a group. Not quite sure on that. Pretty crappy to not allow everyone to loot it in Cataclysm. You will see a mage run directly to it around 627. Okay. I've just been ignoring the quest. Not worth the trouble. I think I'll do the same unless I happen to get to it, and then I'll pick it up. Thanks for letting me know, man. Like I said, I don't know if I've ever done this quest, or if I have done it, it's because I was invited to a group or something like that. But yeah, I wasn't sure what to do there. Oh, we're at the end here. So again, I think I've responded to a lot of these via on the keyboard here. Saved by Grace, Night Elf Hunter 166. Your pet will always have less points to get all of the things it can be trained. With my bird, without bite or charge, which is dive, she can learn all the stamina and armor except the last armor rank. Yeah, this has happened to me too. It's so strange to me how they did the pet system, man. It makes no sense. I don't understand it at all. My pet will just never have rank 9 stamina or armor, I think it is, because he only has 5 more levels to go, and you get 5 points per level. How the hell are you supposed to get it? I just don't understand it. This is Primal Woodsman, 22 minutes ago in episode 166. Just reset and pick the best you can for what you got going on. Yeah, I think this is Primal Woodsman. He's the one who told me about this originally by resetting my points. Although I did that, it still didn't work out. So I did just what you said. I picked the highest level ranks I could get. But it's kind of a shame that it's like that, but it is what it is. I think the pet has like 2-3 times more health than we do, as it is. Anyway, let's head back over here. That comments are caught up on. Let's bring this back over here. Anyway, it's almost 9 p.m. I got up about 7:30. I took a nap today. I laid down about 2 p.m. and slept for 5 hours. That happens. That's why it's dangerous to nap, especially when you get older like me. You can't trust a nap. I also have a cricket in this room, and it goes between doing its cricket singing thing, which I think actually occurs when they rub their hind legs together. I don't know where the hell it's at. I like the sound, but not if I'm trying to sleep, because it's fucking loud as hell. I've got to find him and get him the hell out of here. Anyway, I guess that's it. So tomorrow, tomorrow I might be doing something. Well, I don't know if the video will go up tomorrow. It might, but tomorrow I might be going kayaking. I'm going to take the car up to a lake called Bill Evans Lake in southwestern New Mexico. It's up near the Gila Forest. There's a small little island out in the middle of this lake. It's a large lake. I'm going to borrow my landlord's kayak, and I'm going to take the camera, and I might do some real life stuff, just try to have some fun. Try to go out early, but I'm kind of waiting for this thing to arrive. It's like a padded roof rack for my car. It was very inexpensive. I hope it's going to work. My landlord has a roof rack on her car, but my Camaro obviously doesn't have that. But it's just this little padded thing, and it comes with these tie downs. And so if it comes at a reasonable time, I'll take it. But usually stuff here from Amazon doesn't come till the afternoon, sometime between 4 p.m. and as late as 9 p.m. So it might be the next day before I do it. Also depends on the weather as well. We're supposed to have a lot of rain this week, so we'll see. But I just want to let you know about that. I'm kind of excited about it, but we'll see what happens. Other than that, I guess that's it. Big episode of City Skylines coming out. And again, I'm going to start releasing those on the Fright Night. But I kind of messed up. You'll see that I've messed up. So you might not actually see one. Yeah, it's supposed to come out today, but it didn't. You'll see the next episode on the 18th, and then the 20th, and then every other day. City Skylines 2 is much, much different than City Skylines 1. The economy is way, way trickier to work around with. But I'm having so much fun with that game. I'm trying to get balanced out. And once we kind of get balanced out, then I'm going to be putting 2 private gated communities in, one for my members and one for anybody. A subscriber, viewer, doesn't matter. You'd let me know if you want a place. And you'll get it. But I'm constantly putting fires out in the game and trying to improve, and traffic is still a nightmare. If you've never played City Skylines, even if you don't like city builders, it's a really fun game. I got hooked on it just by watching somebody else play it. I was like, I need to buy this, like the first game. and got hooked immediately. But I guess that's it for me. I got to eat something here, and then I'm going to do some recording. Love you guys so much. I appreciate it. I've started putting a new thing at the top of some of the videos. It's a little ticker that goes across, just thanking my channel members. If you think it's too much, let me know. It's just another way for me to say thank you and to give you recognition. There's also the end thing as well, but I'm constantly trying to think of new ideas and do different things for the channel. I might start doing end video. I don't want to do like the screen that everybody uses where you have the two boxes and then the circle. I mean, it's kind of cool, but I don't know. I'm trying to do stuff different, but I'm thinking about, so I have the custom intros for most of the Let's Plays. I think actually all of them. I'm thinking about a custom outro. It's a little bit more work and stuff, but I think it'll be worth it. Anyway, I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Thanks for all of your super helpful comments and your funny comments. I really appreciate it. I look forward to doing this. Puts me in a good mood, makes me feel so much better. And I'm going to be dyeing the beard soon. It's the lights, man. These lights whitewash it. There's more brown in here than it looks like. Well, it looks as white as your shirt, old man. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon. Peace.